Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I've just done something quite foolish. Nobody in their right minds would do this. Do you want to know what I've done? I bought a very cheap VW Golf Mark 6 from 2010 with that 1.4 litre petrol TSI engine, which is famous for burning out its valves and stretching its timing chain. Oh, and it's done 128,000 miles with no recorded service history. I bought it for £900. Don't really know why at this point. I just thought it sounded too cheap. By the end of the phone call, I'd convinced myself there was some profit in it, but now I'm starting to have second thoughts. Anyway, it doesn't do well to dwell, does it? So let's move on. I've been here too many times before. I paid £900 for it, which sounds cheap, but thinking about it, the last thing you want in life is cheap. You don't want cheap. Cheap is never good. You want good value, you don't want good price. I was sitting in my car the other day at some traffic lights beside a pub, and I noticed the gutters were leaking and there was some paint flaking around the windows. Then I noticed they were advertising a pint for £2.80. And I thought, why have they done that? What are they hoping to achieve from that? That would put me right off. I just assumed that they hadn't cleaned out the lines regularly, and it's probably a bit stabby. Anyway, maybe I'm just a snob. Right then, should we go and look at this German bucket, shall we? This German bouquet? I'll see you there. Well, we're here. Don't know what to say really. It looks like a cheap, scruffy Golf. It's on an H plate, which means it's from Hampshire originally, so it has travelled well, but then it has done 128,000 miles. So you'd expect it, wouldn't you? It's filthy. The near side front wheel arch is a bit dented. Or is it rust? Oh no, it's both. It's both. The front grill's damaged, where I suspect somebody, either the owner of this Golf, has driven into somebody with a tow bar, or somebody with a tow bar has reversed into the Golf. I only know that because I may or may not have done it myself several times. That's filthy. I mean, it looks all right, doesn't it? But what am I going to do with this? I hope I find some decent goodies in here just to balance out my cost. The supplying dealer was Colborne's GU1. That's Guildford, isn't it? Let's find out a bit more about it then. So, as always, we're going to do a vehicle history check using CarVertical. Now, it's really easy to do. All you do is go to carvertical.com, type in the vehicle reg or the VIN. In this case, it is Hotel Yankee 10 MOV. Mike Oscar Victor. Now, in addition to telling us whether it's ever been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or has outstanding finance on it, it'll also tell us a bit more about the car. The ownership change dates, the MOT history, if it's been involved in a recorded accident, sometimes there are photographs of the damage, and also if it's been for sale at some point, sometimes there are photographs of the advert. So it's quite good in this kind of case because you can compare conditions and prices. Anyway, if you want to do one of these checks for yourself, and I urge you to do so before you hand over any cash for a used car or motorbike, don't forget to use my promo code HIGHPEAK and you'll save yourself 10% off every single check that you do. It isn't just a one-off thing. That's HIGHPEAK. Alternatively, click the link below in the video description. Right, that was perfect timing, wasn't it? The report's ready. So, it's checked database in 35 countries, not just the UK, so we'll check this now. That is a petrol 2010 Golf. It's never been clocked, there's no outstanding finance. I'd like to think that was the case, to be honest. Although, having said that, with these kind of scrappers, sometimes you find that people take out logbook loans. They go to those kinds of loan shark people, give them the logbook, and they borrow 200 quid so they can go and put it all in a fruit machine. Maybe, I'm speculating. There's no recorded damage, and it's never been stolen. So, its last MOT was in June 23. Oh, they've done a lot of miles in this. Between June 23 and June 22, they'd done 16,000 miles. I mean, it's not horrendous, is it? But it's more than you'd expect for a little petrol Golf. The current average market price for such a vehicle is £4,600. And I've paid £900 for it. It's ULEZ because it's a little 1.4 petrol. What else can we tell you about it? Let's see if there are any advisor items on the last MOT. Okay, so on the last MOT, there were 3 advisor items. Offside front shock absorber has light misting of oil. I hate that advice because usually you can just clean them off. It isn't a big deal unless it's burst. It isn't a big deal. Offside rear shock absorber has reduced damping effect. Okay, and offside rear shock absorber has light misting of oil. Right. Okay. So front shock absorbers, both, and so it wants a set of shockers. You're into a few £100s there, aren't you? Really? But that's it. That's it. I mean, the headlamps look okay, they don't need buffing. Could do with some new plates and a very, very good clean. Where's my handbrake? Oh, it's off. Let's go and have a look around it then. Oh, this might be a quick look today because it's freezing. I don't want to get out of this little cocoon of heated seats and heated steering wheels. Okay then. Oh, I'm sick of the winter. You know, I spent most of my life living in agreeable climates, and for some reason I now live here. Look at the state of this. Ah, right. I've just discovered why the rear shockers might be have a reduced damping effect. It's been towing something. That'll wear them out. Oh, look at that. Bouncy, bouncy. I don't know what that means. I know what go swimming means, but I don't know what that other thing means. It's filthy. They've been abroad in it. Maybe with the trailer tent. To an exhaust. It's got rear parking sensors, so not a bad spec. It's got rear privacy. It is absolutely filthy. The rear discs look okay, I suppose. They might pass another MOT. We're on about 3.5 mil of tread there, and it's a Goodyear. That's a good sign. Wasn't expecting that. We've got a Goodyear on the front as well. That's on about 3 mil, 2.5, 3 mil. It's very, very dirty. Bumper's slightly out there. There we go, fix that one. Yeah, we've got a big dent here that sort of pushed the wing in, and that tyre's a bit lower than the other side, probably 2.5 mil on that one, probably where it's been going up curbs. And this one is another, right, we've got 4 Goodyears, and that again is on about 4 mil. That's pretty good. Some damage there, but I think it would buff out. It does need a very good clean, this, first and foremost. That's what we need to do. Wiper blade, is that all split? No, it's all right. Let's get inside then, shall we, folks? Central locking works. This has just never been cleaned, ever. Although the inside's not too bad. It smells a bit sweaty, like a gym changing room. It's done 128,491. It's quite clean though inside. Wasn't really expecting this. It's got a old-fashioned iPod lead there and an auxiliary jack point. We've even got that. Look at this. I get really excited when oh, that's sticky. That's gross. Usually that acts as a divider between the 2 cup holders. Sorry, this is really nerdy. That acts as a divider between the 2 cup holders, but also it's a bottle opener. Now you know, and they're always missing. It's been smoked in once or twice, and it's covered in hairs. Gross. Parking sensors. What else? Air conditioning. Oh, look at this. Right, we've got a bit of history here. My phone call, well, my description said no recorded history. Staley Bridge. That was an old MOT then. Let me try and hide people's addresses here. Supply and fit new front pads, supply and fit new full service. Don't know how you can supply and fit a new full service, but now's not the time. Right, that was done in 20. So there is some history. Here's the old Libro de Revisiones. This said no recorded history. Someone just didn't, some salesperson somewhere hasn't appraised this properly. They've seen the outside condition and thought, oh. Hey up lads, do we know an idiot that would buy this? So it's been serviced at 9/17/23 in Southampton. Told you, Hampshire plate. 28/30, this is quite good. Aircon service. 40. Right, it moved up at that point to Listers of Coventry. Ah, that's local to me. Green Lane, Stockport. It's now an Audi approved used dealer. That was done at 47. Then Halfords, Stockport, 57. It's starting to go downhill now a little bit, isn't it? I haven't even got ink in the stamp. 80,000 miles, 90,000 miles. That was the aircon refresh. So 2020 at 90. Oh no, yeah. That was its last service. That's not bad, is it? Considering, bear in mind, it's all about expectations, isn't it, with this miserable job? I was told there was no recorded history, so naturally I expected no recorded history. So to have full history, mostly VW up to 90, that's quite good. Are there any more receipts here then? There's another one. Supply and fit new service kit in 21. Doesn't tell me the mileage, but I can work that out off the MOT. So 21 it had another service. Wheel balancing, quick fit or somewhere, Halfords, whatever that is, MOT. This has got, as near as makes no difference, full service history. There's loads of receipts here. I might have had a result here, you know, guys. It doesn't happen very often, but I might have done. That's the last MOT then, with those advisory items. Oh no, that was last year's, that was the previous year. Right. Anyway, let's fire up this. Oh, we've got a lock and wheel nut as well. And look at this book pack. Quite often this happens at work actually, I may as well point this out. Somebody will call me from work. Do you know if your Passat's got history? Yes, it's in the glove compartment. I've looked, it's not in there. Well, it's there. You can't really see unless you bend down. Or they have a little orange tab here and you pull down a little drawer. Anyway, talking nonsense. It's got auto lights. Storage compartment there. 4 electric windows, heated mirror. This is quite a good spec, this. 2 mirrors work, 2 rear windows work. That works, although it's a bit reluctant to. We've got very low fuel, 15 miles range. Check oil level. Yeah, L1.4 petrol. One that blows up in your face. Service now. Very Germanic, isn't it? An exclamation mark. Any other lights? Should we fire it up? See how bad it is. Engine lights on. I mean, it sounds alright. Right, now all the lights have come on. Check oil level. I've got a bulb out somewhere. Engine lights on. I mean, sounds alright. Right, so what else can we try? Heater works. What have I been listening to? Oh, CD. Ruddy hell, it's soft cell. Bit in new order. I'll tell you what, I now all of a sudden feel better about this purchase. Got all the classics, but someone's put a donk on them. What is this I'm listening to? This is Ministry of Sound 80s mix, disc 1. Sounds silly, but I now feel much better about this purchase because I'm keeping that. I can put that in there because I'm a bit tired of Billy Joel and the other discs that I've inherited, Bublé and some other garbage. Let's have a look in the boot, see if we can find disc 2. Oh, it's right, it's minging back here. It's minging. They've had dogs in here. Now, I'm a dog lover, but keep your car cleaned. It's not rocket science, is it? Nearly fell, that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Right, we've got a parcel shelf intact, though only one of the strings is attached, but it doesn't matter. More dog hairs, more stains. That's never been used, though, by the looks of it. This is, I hate to say it, half a thing, really. Just needs a very good clean look at all the moss and stuff around it. Should we go and drive this then? Put the heater on full, try and warm up, try and thaw out my freezing cold hands. Well, I've bought a Golf here with an engine light on, an oil light on, a bulb light on, a seatbelt light on, but I think I can rectify that one quite easily. I've also bought a Golf here that smells of dogs and sweat, but I have inherited a very good CD, so I mean, you can't win them all, can you? This feels alright, you know, straight away. My clutch feels alright. The steering isn't notchy. It didn't knock then when it went over that speed bump. Sounds alright considering the engine light's on. Should have brought my Carly reader, shouldn't I? Could have plugged in and seen what the fault was. Now, because it's advised on all 4 shockers, I'm expecting this to feel a little like I've got 8 psi in all the tyres. You know, very vague handling, very sort of floaty. I'll find out when I get some speed down. Well, my heater's working, I think. Come on, give me heat. Oh, I sold that C1. It was a mint little thing, that. I think it done like 30,000 miles. Anyway, it does feel a bit loose, actually, suspension-wise. I can understand now the advice on the shockers. Yeah, particularly when you go over a bump. Because they've been towing something back there, it has worn them out. You can feel it almost not bouncing back up as it should. I'd have to price that up. I mean, on a Golf, they can't be that expensive, can they? Well, my heater works. My hands are slowly defrosting. This isn't a bad car, really. I hate to say. I've got a multifunction steering wheel. I wonder why they described it as no history, or no recorded history. Thinking about it, my text with the description, I took a phone call, then I got a text. The text said no wreck history. So I thought that meant no recorded history, but it might have meant no recent history, because it hasn't had one since 21, and we're now in 24. Maybe it meant that. Who knows? Anyway, it's driving all right, this. Pulls all right. I've just run through an amber, through a village in the wet, in a car with bad shockers, and a camera stuck to the bonnet. What are you up to on this Saturday? Is your life as exciting as mine? I think I might have half a chance with this. I mean, the engine light's on, yes, but it started fine. If there was an issue with the timing chain, it probably wouldn't have started, or would have rattled, or would be missing. And none of those things are happening. So it might be an O2 sensor or something like that, or a coil pack, or a new set of spark plugs. I think then, what should we do first? Let me give it a clean, because it's disgusting. We'll clean it so that my mechanic looks on it a little bit more favourably, and then I'll run it back down there. Get them to price up some shockers. The front two might be okay. They only advise those on a slight missing of oil. It was the rear two that I'm most concerned about. That's where the movement's coming from, I think. But what do I know? I'm not Ed China, am I? Right, leave this with me for a day or two then, guys, and I'll hopefully have some good news for you. This could well be a 2.5, 3 grand car, this, couldn't it? Possibly. Do you think? I mean, it still looks quite modern in my mind. I could get the lads from Dents out to have a go at the wing. For a second then I thought I had no reverse gear. But we do. It's all good. Just need to make sure that engine light's nothing sinister. Right, I'll catch up with you later on then. Cheers, guys. And we're back. And as you can probably tell, I'm not in a 2009 Golf Mark 6. I'm in a 2015 Kia Soul EV. And that means I don't have good news. The Golf Mark 6 in question that I bought for just £900 has been condemned. It isn't good news. I'm afraid it could be terminal. I ran the Golf down to my mechanics. In fact, no, that's not true. First, I ran it for a mini valet because it was a bit of a state, and it cleaned up really well. So I took it to my mechanics with its bouncy shock absorbers and said, just let me know what it needs to pass a clean MOT and health check. Anyway, the list was quite extensive. So we're going to head down to my mechanics now, and I'll show you around the clean Golf and tell you why I didn't proceed with it. I hate to do this because I always feels like a bit of a cop-out, but it really isn't worth my time or money. I'd struggle to make a profit with this, and that is what I'm in business for. So move on to something else. Give me 2 minutes then. I'll go and grab the fail sheet from my mechanic, and I'll tell you exactly why I'm not bothering with it. Right, I've just had the damning report. The car's just appeared in the car park, so I thought we may as well go and have a look around it. It's not great though. In fairness, it's everything that I thought. There were a couple of fresh bits that I didn't know about, but I know about everything else. I've just had the realisation that there's no point really. It's a 125,000 mile Golf 1.4 petrol that I've just noticed since I've had it cleaned. Let me take another look at that. The front wing or the door, or both doors, or wing and doors, are off colour. Like a Dulux colour chart, this. Oh yeah, and the other... Yeah, no, okay, I've got no regrets now. I've just seen the other side, the other front wing, which was dented. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but yeah, that's a nail. The car's a nail, guys, so there we go. Who wants this lovely list? Right, they can't get in the bonnet for some reason. It needs a new catch. The engine management light is on. They said that they would replace the spark plugs and coil packs first because it came up with a general misfire, and then hope that that cures it, but it might not. If it doesn't, it could be chain, it could be anything else. Didn't sound great. Near side light in up. That's not a major thing, I don't think. Front brake disc worn, so they need to be replaced. Offside rear brake binding, so that's the caliper. So far then we're into a few £100 there. We could be into 350 and we're only halfway through the list. Rear brake pads low and discs, so they need replacing. Then we've got offside rear and near side rear shockers. Both need replacing. I knew that from the drive because the drive is shocking. It's all over the road. Bounces up and down all over the place. The front, she said, were okay though. They wouldn't even be advised. They're not bad. We've got a near side front tyre and offside front tyre, both worn below legal limits, so they'd have to be replaced. We're talking, what, £60 a tyre for that? The shockers, let's have a look actually. Mark 6 shock absorber. Yeah, you're talking £150 for a pair. Before you know it, I'm going to spend £1,000 on this car. And it isn't worth doing. Then in addition to that, we've got some bodywork issues. It needs a new front grille, so it really isn't worth the hassle. Let's go and have a look around it actually. It's got that grille down there that needs to be replaced. That front bumper's not quite right. It did clean up all right actually, but still. It's not worth the energy, is it? Sometimes. Got a flat tire at the back. Got some Schultz or overspray or something all over the arches there. That's weird, isn't it? I mean, it did clean up all right. It's tidier now than it was when you first saw it. But yeah, look at the colour difference between that wing and that door. It's atrocious, isn't it? It's really bad. Inside then, it did clean up all right. Look at this. Bear in mind how filthy it was. It's not too bad. But oh, it's done 128, not 125. These were the codes then when they scanned it, so yeah, that doesn't look good, does it? Crankshaft position sensor. The joys. So that's why I've decided not to go ahead with this. What I'm going to do instead is take it back to work, do a very blunt advert, spares and repairs, project car, that sort of thing. Because it is cheap. I paid £900 for it, so for a Mark 6 Golf, it is cheap. But it's cheap for a reason, it's got issues. This car's got more issues than Britney Spears in 06. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I've just had a call from work and we've taken in part exchange one of those old wedge-shaped Mercedes A-classes. And because I haven't had one for a while, I thought I'd film it and take you guys along. I haven't seen it yet, so fingers crossed it's a decent one. All I know about it is that it's a 2011 and it's black. It's that old-shaped Mercedes A-Class, which I always think of as a hyacinth bouquet car. If Keeping Up Appearances were made 20 years later, she would definitely drive one of those. There's not a doubt in my mind. Think about it, it's higher up than a standard car, so it's easier to get in and out of if you're in your late 60s. It's got a boot big enough to swallow a set of golf clubs, because obviously she'd be the lady captain of some local prestigious golf club. And most importantly, it's got that three-pointed star on the bonnet, just to let the neighbours know that she's doing better than them. It's such a hyacinth bouquet car, that. That's what really sold those old wedge-shaped Mercedes, I feel, the badge. They didn't really have an awful lot going for them apart from that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I've paid just £1,200 for this car, so on the face of it, it is cheap. Having said that, I do trust my colleague's valuation, so I'm not expecting some straight out of its box Mercedes. I've got a feeling it'll be cheap for a reason. Shall we go and have a look? Oh no. No, 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 no. What an absolute crock. For some reason, it's got one alloy wheel. It's got 3 steels and 1 alloy. What am I going to do with that? Shall we do a vehicle history check? For this, I always use a company called CarVertical. So, if I go onto the website, carvertical.com, type in the vehicle reg, which is Whiskey Foxtrot 61 XOH, check vehicle. I've done a deal with CarVertical where you guys will get 10% off each and every vehicle check you do if you use the promo code HIGHPEAK or click the link in the video description. It's really important to do a vehicle check because it just checks for hidden damage, mileage rollbacks, service history, theft, outstanding finance. Plus it also shows you all the previous MOTs, so it's definitely worth getting done. Hyacinth would be most upset, wouldn't she? Right, the report's ready. Let's view the report. Right, good job I did this, you know. The mileage of this vehicle may have been tampered. Terrific. We've got an amber one here for accidents. This vehicle was damaged. But on the bright side, there's no outstanding finance on it. Every cloud. So it was manufactured in 2011, registered in the UK October 11. It had maintenance 2012, another maintenance 2013. It's really good, this, you know. I guess that's with Mercedes. Right, damage detected. United Kingdom, 2013, April. Then it passed its first MOT in June 2014. Let's see if there's any MOT on it. This doesn't bode well for this car, does it? It was MOT'd in April 21. It's currently MOT'd until the 17th of May. Let's go down to the damage report then. That vehicle is a Category D write-off. Now in the UK, it's written off vehicles are categorised. Category A and B cannot be put back on the road, but Category C and D can be repaired and then put back on the road. That's later changed now, so instead of C and D, there's now Category S and N. S is for structural, so that's worse. N is for, I guess, non-structural, so it's usually just cosmetic stuff. This is a D, so it's the same as the Category N. So it's the, I suppose best is the wrong word, but it's the kind of best category. This is where a vehicle can be repaired and would cost less than the vehicle's worth. But other costs, such as transporting your vehicle, can take it over the vehicle's value. So somebody's obviously got into a smash and then bought it back off the insurance company and then re-registered it. Approximate market value of this car, though, £2,400. That doesn't look like a £2,400 car to me, but it is a Mercedes-Benz A-Class 2011 petrol manual. It says its colour's white. Pretty sure that's black. This is actually a good demonstration of how CarVertical works, because had I not done that, I might not have, well, I wouldn't have known, would I? It has got a CD player, manual 5-speed, air conditioning. That won't work, will it? No mention here on the spec about the 3 steels. Mileage wise, it done 14,000, 24, 29, 37, 58, they had a busy year, 65, 70, 71, 77, 77, 66, 82, and 82. Right. Something went amiss in 2020, didn't it? Wonder what went on there. Let's get out of the car then and go and have a look around it. See what I mean about the steel wheels? I bet we've got odd tyres as well. This just doesn't look like a car that's been loved. Look at the screws in the back bumper. What sort of butcher has owned this? Not only has that had paint, it's also got wood screws holding the back bumper in place. So we've got a Harmony tyre there, some rust around the arch, bit of damage to the door, smashed wing mirror glass, missing indicator in the wing mirror. Oh, I feel sick now. Got a land sail on the front, some damage to the front bumper. What on earth am I supposed to do with this? Damage to the front corner there. We've got a very, very bald land sail there. Very bald. A very flat wing there that's been painted. One alloy, look at that. That is a Brillantis, and that tyre looks about 30 years old. Look how worn it is. More damage there. Rear bumper's knocked out of line. It's an A160. Mercedes-Benz of Exeter, and it's got West of England plates. So that's the original plate on the back. Let's check the front plate. Let's try and work out where it's had a whack. Yeah, different front plate. So, and black appeal here, so that's not the original paint. So, using my detective skills, I would say that it's had a whack on the front end. I'd also say that that headlamp looks brighter and newer than that one. So, an offside whack. Perfect. Blue efficiency though. Something else that's disappointing is the key. Well, it's disappointing for me. It's actually kind of embarrassing. That's the key for it, which is very similar to the key for that 200 miles an hour supercar. Oh, remote locking works. Oh, it stinks. Oh, that absolutely reeks. It's quite hot as well today. It's quite close, and the car is hot. I just opened the door, and it smells. It smells of vomit. It's either vomit or spilt milk. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. How do people treat their cars like this? This is gross. Look at the legroom though. Loads of legroom on the bright side. Look at the dirt and everything down here. Gross. Absolutely gross. I don't know what they're for. Like part of a chair, or it looks like part of a chair, should I say. What on earth? The jack's been out. Still, we've got a parcel shelf. In fact, no we don't. I think that's for the wrong car. Ah dear. So guys, how are you spending your Sunday? We've got stained seats, rubbish everywhere, food everywhere. Oh, can you imagine eating in this disgusting car? Lots of air fresheners to try and mask the disgusting smell, but they're not doing the job, are they? I think they're asking a little bit too much. No CDs left. That also means no service history. The glove box is distinctly empty there. Let's try and start this then, shall we? Move my seat back. Squashed here. The seating position on these A-classes is really weird. Look how worn the steering wheel is as well. Overdue a service by 730 days. 730. Look how much fuel's in it as well. That's always a good indication of how the car has been maintained. If somebody trades it in with a 1 litre of fuel in it, you just think, what a cheapskate. If they're that bothered about leaving 3 gallons of fuel in it, it means they haven't serviced it. And obviously, I'm right. 730 days overdue. What an absolute crock. Right then, let's see if she starts. Barely. Oh dear. Sounds like it's running on gravel. There we go. Oh dear, right. Engine light. Engine light's on. Brake lamp. But actually, now the oil's circulated around the engine, it sounds okay. Sounds okay. Let's see if the air conditioning works. Look at that, look. Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this car. I do not... Oh, look at the spider there. Lovely. I don't even want to drive it. I don't even want to be in it for any... Missing visor. I don't even want to be in it for any longer than I really have to. Do the windows work? Now, if I were at the start of my little car buying career, I would take this home now, clean it, clean the seats, have a look on eBay and try and find a set of alloy wheels, order a new mirror glass, plug in a diagnostic reader and see why the engine light's on. It's probably a coil pack or spark plugs or something, because it's a petrol car, so there's usually less to go wrong. I'd probably take the wood screws out the rear bumper and try and fix that and give it a good polish, good clean. And then I suppose you've got a car that's probably worth a couple of grand. Of course, it needs an MOT, that's another cost. But as a business venture, when I've got big overheads, it just isn't worth the hassle. I think we'll take it for a quick drive. Take it for a quick drive and see how it fares. I don't want to sound dramatic, but after sitting in this car for 5 minutes, I feel like I need a shower. I don't want to go too far in this because the front two tyres are so bald, I'll probably end up getting points on my licence. What a rattly, horrible piece of junk. We've got loose suspension components on the front because I can hear them knocking. No fuel in it whatsoever, engine light on, bulb out on the back, bald tyres, rear bumper being held in by wood screws. Got a whack on the front end, and it's absolutely filthy. And the aircon doesn't work, and it's a hot day. Well, let's try and stay upbeat. Let's try. Quite difficult in a car like that. Oh, look, behind me is an E46. I think it's a 330 convertible in silver with a blue roof. I had one of those. This is horrible. This is absolutely vile. The seating position is so weird in this generation of A-Class. I feel like I'm sat on the roof. We've got a red warning light now, which is telling me to check my tyre pressures. There ought to be a warning telling me to check the tyre tread depth. So I think, what shall I do with this? This just needs to go immediately. What I might do is drop it off at the local car wash, get them to clean it a little bit and give it a vacuum out. That'll cost me 10 quid, 12 quid, whatever it costs. At least it might look a little bit better. Then I'll drop it off with my local banger man, and he's probably going to have to spend 500 quid on it, I suppose. But he should get 2 grand for it. Go on then, I'll let you out. Go. Don't you hate it when you let somebody out and they just don't know what day it is? I'd say we've got a slight blow on the exhaust as well. Quite raspy. In fact, that could be the reason why the engine light's on. That would make sense. Because it's not missing. It's not hunting or anything. That would make sense. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Drop it off at the car wash, get them to clean it up, try and make it look slightly less vile, and then drop it off with my pal, who won't be happy with me for a couple of days. I have to try and drop him off something half decent as well to try and make up for it. Ah, the joys of the motor trade. Well, thank you once again for watching and keeping me company while I'm driving this minging Mercedes. Let me know below in the comments what you think I should do with it. I'd like to crush it. I'd like to see it crushed. But even with the high price of steel at the moment, I'd only get $3 or $3.50 for it in scrap, and I've paid 12, so that isn't really doable, is it? Oh, don't forget to check out CarVertical, by the way, because as I've proved with this, it might prevent you buying a complete lemon that's been in a whack and had a haircut. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, today we're going to pick up a 2010 Kia Ceed Estate that I've just agreed to buy from a local main dealer. And I'll be honest with you, based on their description, I think this car's fit straight for the scrapyard. Now, I had to buy this because I buy everything from this particular main dealer, so I've got to take the rough with the smooth. Now, in the case of this Kia Ceed, it's been described to me as having poor bodywork, a poor interior, poor service history, and it's done around 150,000 miles. So that's why I'm just thinking it probably isn't worth saving. As you can probably tell, I've got zero enthusiasm to go and get this car, but it's my job, so I've got to. I thought, well, why not bring you guys along, and then at least I'm not miserable on my own, am I? I'm sharing my misery with you. There you go. I'm always thinking of you lot, aren't I? I'm just very thoughtful like that, aren't I? Sharing's caring. Now, I paid just £400 for this car, so I'm thinking worst case, if I scrap it for £250, then I've made a loss today of £150, which doesn't sound like great business, does it? But in the grand scheme of things, you've got to stand back and look at the bigger picture. I'll make money from all the other 4 or 5 cars that I bought today around it, so all will be good. We'll be fine. You might be watching this now thinking, Matt, that doesn't sound like a great business model. And on paper it isn't, but trust me, it works. I've done this now for nearly 10 years and it does work. As always, before I agreed to buy this car, I checked it out using CarVertical and it was all clear. So it's never been stolen, never been written off, never had a mileage rollback, and there's no outstanding finance. But still, that doesn't necessarily mean it's worth saving, but at least it's all clear. I always recommend that you do one of these checks before you hand over any cash for a used car or motorbike. It doesn't take long and it isn't that expensive. And it's cheaper still if you use my promo code HIGHPEAK. That's HIGHPEAK, all one word, HIGHPEAK, and you'll save yourself 20% off each and every check that you do. On top of that, it's really easy to use. So all you do is go to carvertical.com, type in the reg or the VIN, and then away you go. And don't forget, this isn't just a UK thing, it works in 35 different countries. As we can see from the timeline on this Kia Ceed estate, it's had a lot of advisory items and fails over the years. If we scroll down to the most recent one, then it makes for fairly unpleasant reading. This really doesn't look like a car that's been pampered, does it? It doesn't look like something that's received an awful lot of love over the years. It's a shame really, because they're pretty good cars. This 1.6 litre turbo diesel is a pretty decent engine, and the fact that this is the estate version, or the sport wagon, or whatever Kia call it, they are very practical and they always sell well, but I just fear that this one's a bit too far gone. I suppose we better go and have a look, hadn't we, at what my £400 sterling's bought me. It's all tremendously exciting, isn't it? Not. Right, I'll see you there. Oh no, can't even get my favourite lay-by. What on earth? It's just not my day today, is it? Still, my luck might turn around with this old Kia Ceed, mightn't it? Mightn't it? Oh dear. Well, we're here, and they weren't wrong, were they? It's very scruffy, this. So straight away, I mean, look at this. How do you get this sort of mould and moss build up on a car? It just hasn't been cleaned for years. But I mean, trying to look past that, I suppose it's not a bad colour, is it? Sort of metallic red, but then there's some damage here to the wing. Again, these wheels haven't been cleaned for it. Oh, we've got a land sale. So we've got some damage here to the wing that wouldn't pop out, that needs paint. Oh, this gets worse. Look at this. Look at the state of this. This is what I mean about the taking the rough with the smooth. This is particularly rough. Look at this. I mean, how do you do that damage? I really don't know. And then we've got a, someone's mended the sill there with what looks like gauze out of a first aid kit. I've never seen that done before. Around the back, have we got another land sale? No, we've got a Yokohama. Okay, let them off. The brake discs look particularly ropey. We've got more damage down here. I just don't understand who has kept a car like this. Look at this. It's filthy, and that's before we get inside. Can't imagine inside being particularly clean, can you? It's a Manchester car originally. It's quite a poor example, this. We've got lots of lacquer peel here on the tailgate. Now we've got both sets of keys. That one's missing all its buttons. This one's missing, oh, it's still sort of there, although it doesn't work. What a lemon. Oh, we're missing the blade as well. Look at that. So the blade is, hang on. Well, the blade's not there. What a crock. Moving around this side. Oh, look, it gets worse. We've got, the car's literally falling apart here. This is a 2010 car. This isn't a car from the 80s. 2010. We've got an arrow speed, so that's 3 different tyres so far, and those brake discs look particularly bad. More damage here, more damage there, more filth. I mean, this is entertaining at least, isn't it? Shows you how bad some cars can be. Oh, we've got a matching land sail. It's not all bad, is it? We've got 2 land sails on the front, which, to be fair, look nice and meaty. But we've got another damaged wing. Who has owned this car? Who's driven it? Somebody blind, I imagine. Moving inside then. Oh, this is vile. It stinks. It smells of dog. I've got nothing against dogs, to be honest, because I'm a bit of a dog lover, but this is stinks. Let's have a look in the back then, shall we? Look, I think this might be one of the dirtiest cars I've ever bought. Who keeps the car in this condition? It's just obviously never, ever. I mean, oh, look at the carpets underneath, like new. Who's kept the car in this condition? It's foul. We've got cobwebs here. We've got some suspicious stains there. I don't even want to touch the seat. And the smell is overwhelming. I think that's the right word. My tailgate's jammed. There we go. And the boot's even worse. Look at this. There's just filth everywhere. There is no excuse for this. I know I moan a lot about the cleanliness of some cars, but this is, I think you'll agree, this is disgusting. Got a parcel shelf though, at least. It's not all bad, is it? There we go. I don't know if this will even start, to be honest. I mean, someone's obviously driven it here, but look at this. It's completely rotten. Look at that. I think you can tell I'm not particularly impressed with this. And I paid £400 for this. Oh dear. I don't know why I'm looking at service history, it's just habit really. So, it was serviced by Kia at 6,000 miles, then again at 19, then again at 39, bit of a gap, then again at 52, there is some history then, 72. So nothing for 9 years. 9 whole years without a service. What's the carpet like under there? Oh, this is disgusting. I think that's a toenail. This is vile. Oh dear. That's a bit annoying. That's a National Trust sticker. Now, usually when I see a National Trust sticker, I always make a joke about this, but it always tells me that the owner's a proper person who cleans the car on a Sunday. Well, not this one. Definitely not this one. I don't even want to get in this. Ugh. Should I have a look under the bonnet? There was no resistance then under that lever. So I think, much like me, it's about to snap. Right, hang on a second. You know what? I'm not even bothering. Doesn't matter, does it, at this point? Now, really, the main dealer were quite out of order for selling me this for £400 because I think they should have scrapped it themselves for £250. Gets worse, look at this. I don't even know what some of this is. There's hair everywhere, mould, some white stains there, which is disconcerting. Can we get anything of any value from it? Well, it's never been smoked in. It's a good sign, isn't it? That is good. Any CDs? Please let there be a decent CD in it. Nope, no CD. Okay. The previous owner was a shorter person because I'm right up against the dash here. Oh, excuse me. This is disgusting. Got a parking ticket here from Dorset Council. Someone's been away in this. Can you imagine? Someone's been down to Dorset in it. The tracking's slightly off, isn't it? Oh, She fired straight up. Right, it has done 138,000 miles. Sounds all right. You must never, remember this kids, you must never rev a cold engine because it might do it some damage. Don't do this. You mustn't do that. Right, well actually, annoyingly, it's got a clutch in it. And it started. Although the gear linkage is a bit stiff there. Right, windows work. Look at, oh, look at all the moss around it. Where am I going with this? What am I doing? I haven't got a single warning light on, you know. I think what I'm going to do then, I can't take this for a mini valet because they'll curse me. I'll never hear the end of it. And they gave me my bill last week and I haven't paid it yet because I haven't quite had the money in. So I daren't show my face there for a bit, so I can't take it to my little local car wash. Where could we go? I don't really want to go too far in it because it's disgusting. We could just pull it into a prominent position and then scrap it. Because I really don't think with that long list of advisory items, in the condition this is in, no one's going to want to give me any money for this at all. It's not worth anything, is it? What's it worth scrap? Should we find out? Oh, lots of travel there on the handbrake. Flew off my hand. Hang on. Bear with me a second. Let's call Jay Davis and see what it's worth scrap. I'll put you on loudspeaker. Hello, Davisons. They might have blocked me.
Davidson.
Hi, it's Matt at High Peak Autos. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Very good. I've got a Kia Ceed estate here that's needs scrapping, really.
Complete with logbook?
Yes.
Okay, so you'd be looking at £220 scrap value.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll do then. That'll do.
Right. Won't be able to collect it until Thursday.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, also, you owe me for a little Fiesta that you picked up. I haven't been paid for that yet.
When did we collect it?
A couple of days ago. The tail end of last week, I think it was.
Have you got the reg for it?
Yes.
If you can give it me and then I can find it easier.
GK51
GK51.
XRC.
No problem. Right, okay, leave it with me. I'll get that booked in and I'll also dig out the other one and I'll call you back on that number.
Yeah, lovely. All right, thanks very much.
It's a bit hectic at the minute.
No, that's okay, don't worry. Yeah, all right. Thanks for your help. Cheers. Bye-bye. Results. I tell you what, I'm good at this job, aren't I? So I've paid £400 for it, and I've just sold it back for £220, which gives me a profit of negative £180. I was in top set maths, by the way. I was an A student. Look at me now, driving a 14-year-old Kia Ceed estate. I think what I'm going to do then is just park this in a prominent position, ready for them to come and collect. And then leave it there. What I might do, what I probably should do, is strip it of any valuable parts. Might take the parcel drive out, nick the radio, cigarette lighter, that's never been used. Might as well, hadn't it? Got an annoying squeaky sort of rattle from the back. What a crock. Got suspension's knocking its nuts off. Brakes work, as does my seatbelt buzzer, which is annoying. Right. Have we got front sensors? Have we got front sensors? No. Child. What I should do actually, while I'm in this ruthless mood for scrapping cars, would you like to join me in my little storage compound and see if there's anything else that can go? I'm like a car hoarder really, I need to have a clear out. Let's go and see what's there that we can scrap. What have we here then? So we've got my old Land Cruiser that still needs an awful lot of bodywork and an MOT and a prop shaft and various things. I can't scrap that because it owes me too much. That's my X6. That just needs a service and MOT. Oh, this is my Toyota Avensis estate. That is having having a new clutch because the clutch was a little bit high. And I've also ordered a brand new bumper for it from Toyota because this one is cracked. See the crack there? So that'll have a new bumper fitted and then it wants a buff and a clean and it'll be ready for sale. Not mine, not mine. That's my little loan car. can't scrap that. This needs some paint, this Audi A6, that's one of mine. Bought that about a year ago. It's good business, isn't it? Oh, my little loan car. It's another. This was the first little courtesy car that I had. Little Chevrolet Spark. That probably is going to end up being scrapped as well, actually. The MOT's expired and it needs a bit of work, that, to be fair. So either, well, it's not worth anything, is it? And I've had my money out of it. I think I paid about £3,000 for that years and years ago. And it's been really handy. There's that. That's not mine. That's my own car. MX-5, that needs a roof. I've got an awful lot of rubbish down here, you know. I like the MX-5 Mark 2.5 though. It's a good car. But the roof has seen better days. It's been patched up like the sill on that Kia Ceed. So I need a new roof for that. And it's steamed up a bit. So I need to get round to that quickly before it's too far gone. But it's quite a tidy car, that, really. So I need to deal with that. My Mitsubishi Outlander is going to Ukraine. So that's good. What else? That's not mine. Oh, that's a little loan car that I've got. I've got plenty of loan cars. That's a 2012 Kia Picanto. The last three are FEO, which is ugly in Spanish. Ford Ka, that's mine, needs an exhaust. Mitsubishi Colt, that's mine, needs, I don't know what it needs. Needs quite a lot, actually. It's low mileage though, which is why I kept it. My Nissan 100NX in cobalt blue, that needs dealing with. Well, that's it then, really. There's a lot of scrap here, but it's not actually scrap, if you know what I mean. Is it me, or is my 2002 Range Rover listing slightly? Looks a little bit low on the near side, doesn't it, don't you reckon? Oh, no. I hope the air suspension isn't buggered on this. I really like this car. Just looks a bit low, doesn't it? Or is it just an optical illusion? Is this real life or just a fantasy? I don't know. Oh. I didn't lock this before. That's clever, isn't it? With my MacBook on the passenger seat. Oh, what a clown. Right, well, on that slightly... sounds good, doesn't it? On that slightly depressing note, then. Don't want Radio 1, do we? Nonsense. So on that slightly depressing note, then, I just want to say thank you for joining me on this little miserable trip to lose £180. I knew it was going to end in tears, to be fair. But, yeah, forget that now. It's all in the past, isn't it? No point dwelling on it. I'm heading back to work now to see if I can do something positive today. So yeah, thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the links below. And yeah, cheers guys. Let's hope that this air suspension works, because I think it's a bit broken. Let's try it actually, hang on a second. Are we raising up? We are, but it's... Oh! Damn, that was a bit abrupt. Well, that seems to be working, doesn't it? There are a couple of things that are bugging me about this recently. Now, this climate control panel here has just sort of popped out on this side for some reason. I need to fix that. And also, my CD player's stopped working. Watch this. It just thinks there are no discs inside. And there are, because I've loaded it full of, well, in my opinion, decent music. Probably not in yours, but... Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I might have a funny video for you today. I've just spoken to one of my colleagues at work and we've just sold a Kia Venga. And that's not the funny part. He told me that we've taken in part exchange an old Honda Jazz for just £200. When I asked him what it was like, he said, you might need to bring your hazmat suit. So, I'm expecting this car to be filthy and disgusting. I haven't seen this yet, like I said, I've literally just put down the phone. It's at the garage now, so I thought we'd go there together and have a look around it. This could very well turn out to be one of the dirtiest cars I've ever bought. I don't know why yet. It might just be filthy, it might be full of dog hair, cat hair. I've got no idea. We shall see. I'm quite excited, to be honest. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. £200 though for a Honda Jazz is very cheap. I don't know anything about this. I don't know the year, I don't know the mileage, I don't know the colour. I don't know anything at all. My plan with it straight away is go and have a look at it, drive it, see if it drives okay. If it does drive okay, then I'll get it cleaned up and see if it'll pass another MOT. If it'll pass another MOT, then this has got to be worth £1,000 minimum, hasn't it? I might be counting my chickens there before they've hatched. So I suppose before I waffle on too much, better go and have a look, hadn't we? See how bad it is. Of course, I don't own a hazmat suit, so we're gonna have to go in there, maybe with a clothes peg on my nose. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're gonna go to the garage now, get the keys, and take a look at it. So I'll see you there. Right, well, I've just stopped by the garage and picked up the key, and there is only one key, but it was £200, so my bar isn't set particularly high. I just don't know what to expect. I'm told it's black. It's a black Honda Jazz. It's £200, so I'm guessing an early one, maybe an 04, 05. There she is, with a dented wing and dirty wheels. That is a, what year is that? A 2008, a late 2008 58. It's missing its tow and eye cover, which is never a good sign. This has been towed, hasn't it? D side plate, so DA58GDZ, headlamps need buffing. The bonnet's very flat, make sure I don't hit anyone. Bonnet's very flat, the passenger wing is dented badly. Tyres look alright though. Dents down the side. Passenger rear window's down, so it might be broken. Dodgy window regulator perhaps. The valance has come off on the front passenger side. What about driver's side? It's tidy, it's just filthy. It's filthy. It's got a dark interior. We've got two stickers there. I don't know what the top one means. Is the bottom one the Irish flag? I don't know. Forgive me there. Right, let's check this out with CarVertical and see if it's got an MOT. I always recommend these, but I've got very good reason. There are so many dodgy cars out there, I'd hate for you to end up buying one. And this CarVertical report couldn't be easier. All you need to do is go to carvertical.com, or alternatively click the link below in the video description, and then type in the reg or the VIN. So in this case it is Delta Alpha 58 Golf Delta Zulu, and then check vehicle. And what this does then is it checks database in 35 different countries. So it'll tell us if it's ever been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or has outstanding finance on it. But it's even more thorough than that because it tells you the MOT history, the ownership changes, the reg plate changes, the spec, the average market value, what to look out for. It's a really thorough check. I've been using them for years now and I wouldn't dream of buying a used car without doing one of these checks beforehand. It doesn't take long, as you can see. And it isn't expensive either, and it's cheaper still if you use my promo code HIGHPEAK. That's HIGHPEAK all one word, HIGHPEAK, and you'll save yourself 20% off each and every check that you do. You can use that code as many times as you like. So it's just checking databases now in Estonia, Spain, France, Croatia, Hungary, Lithuania, Latvia, Netherlands. Loads of different countries. It's particularly useful because with used cars, you don't know where they've been or what they've been up to. So if this car turns out to have been hit in Hungary or banged in Belgium, this will tell us. Right, and the report's ready. View reports. So it's a 7-owner Honda Jazz, 2009, early 2009, 58, petrol manual. The CarVertical score here is below average, so 68 points out of 100. This suggests a history with some notable issues, but passable condition and value. We'll go down to the report then, and we've got an amber warning here for damage. We found one record for this vehicle. But it's green on the mileage and financial and theft checks, so that's all good. What was damaged then? The last no mileage was 129,000 miles. That was in March this year. And it's consistent every year. There's no signs of it being clocked, so that's good. This vehicle has been marked as an insurance write-off. See, I wouldn't have known, would I? So in 2021, September 21, it was a Cat N write-off. Repairable, non-structural damage. But the damage obviously exceeded the car's value. The last known selling price was $11.25. Average market value for other cars, you know, in better condition without being written off, £3.5 grand. So there's no doubt £200 is cheap. But what we've bought is a scruffy 7-owner Cat N Jazz. Last owner bought it in May last year. Let's check the MOT history because I think this will have a patchy MOT record as well. Go down to its most recent one in March 25. It failed on a load of stuff. Oh wow, a load of stuff. Brake disc worn, tyres worn, suspension arms worn. Then it passed with a load of advisory items. Suspension arm worn, front bush worn, brake disc worn, brake disc worn, brake disc worn, shock absorber, top bush has slight movement. What have we bought then, ladies and gents? I think we've got a bit of a dog on our hands, but £200, can't go too far wrong. I could scrap this for probably 150 maybe. Let's have a look around it, shall we? See how bad it is. Okay then, well, from afar it looks all right. But I think it's one of those where it'll be far from all right. Front wheel is badly corroded and covered in brake dust, like it's never been cleaned. It is a Uniroyal tyre that looks very old. It's worn on the edge there. The date stamp is the 19th week of 2019. So it's a 6-year-old tyre on about 3mm of tread. But yeah, that sidewall does suggest it's been curbed or let flat maybe. Got loads of signs of damage here that someone's touched in with a big thick paintbrush. This is knocked out of alignment. What you're going to watch for when you're buying a used car are panel gaps. If the panel gaps aren't neat and even, it could have been involved in a whack, which obviously we know this car has been. That's why those panel gaps, it's tighter there than it is there. See, I can't get my key in there, but I get it in there. So this is actually a good example of what not to buy. This has had a replacement door because nothing aligns. This doesn't line up properly here, and the gap is massive compared to the gap here that's tighter. It sits higher. Can you see that line there? That rear door sits lower than the driver's. And also, if you look, this was a different colour. Someone's just painted this black. This was off an orange jazz. If you look around there, there's evidence of its true colour. Everywhere. It's had a whack than this, obviously, and someone's just bought a cheap door off eBay in the wrong colour and painted it black. That's what I suspect has happened. Typical Japanese car. We've got lots of rust on the sill there, rust on the bottom of the door, rust on the back of the sill there. This is a dog, isn't it? It's going to start barking in a minute. We've got, look at the filler here. You can't see because it's just so filthy, but look at all the filler in the door. You know when you see me in these videos checking down the panels to see if it's straight? This is exactly what I'm looking for. Only this is so bad, it's a good sort of example so you can see what not to buy. Someone's put a load of filler in there and then not rubbed it down. This is rough. Rough. We've got a Sport Track 3 tyre on about 3mm of tread. Brake discs look ropey. The back plates look look ropey as well. They look rusty. Wheels corroded. Load of rust there on the sill. More damage. This is very scruffy. We've got a dent on the back there. Looks like someone's head-butted it. We've got more flags here. Could anyone tell me what this flag is? I don't know what that means. More damage. Taillights are good though, that's alright. Oh, I've just seen the inside. Can you see the mess inside there? I'm starting to realise now why this was so cheap. We've got an empty pack of cigarettes in there. It's been hand painted in the dark, I think. We've got more filler here. Overspray everywhere. This is terrible, really scruffy. We've got a cracked rear light here. Cracked bumper. More cracks in the back bumper there. It's had a nudge at the back as well because it's popped out here. Yeah, this is very scruffy. My rear window doesn't go all the way up. We've got a pillow in the back in case someone wants a nap. We've got more rust here, the back of the sill and the arch. Again, wheels all corroded, the back plate's bad. And yeah, this is the dented wing. So it's quite badly dented. Popped it in. That tyre looks alright though. That is an ESA Plus by T-Car. That's a chunky winter tyre actually, that's alright. Oh, look at this. You can see as well where they've filled this. Then the bog has cracked. See the crack there and there? That's really bad. HPA, there we go. May as well autograph it, hadn't we? It looks as well as though this is an original. This isn't an original door. We've got some red paint here. What's a dog? So it's missing its toe and eye cover. There's damage here. Oh, and the bonnet, look at the scratches on this. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera, but it's covered in scratches, deep ones as well. That's terrible. This is one of the scruffiest cars I've ever bought. And I've bought some scruffy cars in my time, let me tell you. Well, the little door locker thing there isn't budging, so we've got a faulty door there. That's just open all the time. Oof. Oh. This is taking my breath away. That stinks. We've got, let me try and describe this smell to you. It's a stale cigarette smell, combined with, we've got the vague dog smell as well. Oh, it stinks. It smells really bad. We've got McDonald's wrappers. Someone's eaten in this car. Can you believe that? I'd be vomiting, I think. Oh, what sort of diseases exist in this? We've got these clever jazz seats. Let's see what they're hiding, shall we? Well, there we go. Pop those up there. We'll have a route around. We've got some polo mints. Would anyone like a polo? Some dirty hankies. An Aldi magazine there. More dirty hankies. Filth everywhere. Oh, penny. This is gross. This really is disgusting. I think that's a plaster. My colleague was right about the hazmat suit, wasn't he? Still, good news about the boot struts. Oh, this is gross. It's been used as a skip, I think, this. Got some Richmond cigarettes there. Solpadeine Max. Gross. Ugh. I'm going to have to drive this shortly, aren't I? Space saver wheel there, look. How can you keep a car in this condition? See what delights we've got on this side, shall we? We've got a dirty old cushion there. You know, if this is all the car you had, why don't you just look after it? If this was mine, for example, I'd have vacked it out regularly and looked after it, because this is gross. Got more cigarettes in the back. Ew, we've got some boiled sweets in the back there that look like they've been spat out. Got an acorn, some... Yeah, this is gross. Disgusting. There's no excuse for this, it's just laziness, isn't it? To keep your car so dirty. I guess unless they were disabled or something and literally couldn't clean the car, there's no excuse. The headlining is tobacco stained. Carpets are filthy. Oh, gross. What have we got here? We've got a cigarette lighter. It's obviously been used. These, you know, were quite a decent car in the day as well. Obviously not this one. We've got some ridged bacon sizzler flavour. Receipts, some more food. I just can't believe someone's eaten in this car. You'd get ill, wouldn't you? Ugh, I don't even want to breathe in the air. It stinks. It just smells unclean. Oh, right. Look at the state of the carpets. This is the thing, isn't it? You just got to keep on top of your car. If you can vacuum it once a fortnight or something, then they don't end up looking like this. Look at the ash everywhere. I don't even want to sit in this. So it's a 5-speed manual. We've got air conditioning. Let's have a look under the bonnet, shall we? Oh, look. See the original colour of the door? Orange. Even that's broken. More orange. It's revealing its true colour, isn't it? Revealing its true identity. I bet under the bonnet's the cleanest area. I bet you. under the bonnet is a IDSI. Well, yeah, it's far cleaner than the rest of the car under here, isn't it? Far cleaner. What a dog. Let's fire her up, shall we? Oh. It's done 138,000 miles. Someone's used this a lot. That's a pity. We've got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Could have siphoned that. Right, we've got a thrust bearing noise in the clutch. Can you hear that? When I depress the clutch, it goes away. When I take my foot off the clutch, is it thrust bearing? I'm not sure. Definitely goes away. Can you hear that? And then, are you ready for it? What a dog. Engine sounds all right. Let's crack a window and get some air. Oh yeah, surprise, surprise, that one does not work. Window rag's gone. What about the rear? Ah, that actually works. What about this side? Okay. 3 out of 4, that's not too bad. Smooth FM. Do my folding mirrors work? Well, they do, surprisingly. I don't want to put the fan on because I'm going to get a mouthful of dirty air. Oof, look at all the dust coming out the vents. See what I mean? I wasn't being dramatic. I've been here before many, many times. Have they left me a CD in? Try the aircon, shall we? See if that works. What a pity. Well, this definitely isn't a retail car, is it? I can't sell this on. Got cigarette butts everywhere. Gross. Absolutely gross. You know what? Unbelievably, my air conditioning's working. This is a proper banger, isn't it? Proper banger. Should we get this on the road? You can tell I'm excited, can't you? Ugh, right then, you ready for this? Should have put a face mask on, shouldn't I? A pair of gloves. Well, my colleague's description was 100% accurate, wasn't it? Dirty tobacco stained seatbelt. Are we ready? I have to go in for a bath afterwards. Need a shower after this. Oh. Some dust up my nose as well. Handbrake's good. Nice and grabby. Let's stay optimistic, shall we? There might be a little bit of life left in this. My clutch is very high. I imagine this will be slipping actually when we go up a steep hill. Oh, this isn't good. This gearbox noisy. This gearbox is very noisy. This is a weak spot on Honda Jazzes. The auto gearbox isn't great, and neither is the manual. I've had this many, many times. It's making a right racket. The steering steers. The brakes brake, but the clutch doesn't clutch, and the gearbox doesn't gearbox. Oh, that's horrible. My guess would be that the bearings have gone. That's not good at all. Still, I mean, there's an MOT on it till March, somehow. We'll take this on a little jaunt then, shall we, and see how bad it is. So far, though, it is quite bad, isn't it? Not only is it one of the dirtiest cars I've ever bought, it's also one of the scruffiest. And it's riddled with faults. The clutch is very high. Still, nice aircon. Not all bad, is it? Trying to get this clutch to slip. We'll try it on a hill, I think. Pop my window up. All this excitement. It's just the noisiest, clunkiest, rattliest piece of scrap I've driven in a very, very long time. It goes into all the gears though. It's good. If you were completely deaf, then you'd think this drives all right. There is a bit of a wheel bearing hum as well, but it could be the odd poor tyres. We've got one winter tyre, we've got 4 odd tyres, and one of them is not even the same as the rest. Could be that, but I suspect a bit of a wheel bearing hum as well. Oh, that makes a right racket. Can you hear that? That, ladies and gents, is a bad gearbox. Yeah, we've got a slipping clutch. There we go. I knew it was. It was just too high. We'll go to the bottom of this steep hill and I shall demonstrate on the way back up. If you put it in too high a gear and floor it, the whole thing just... There we go. We're doing 6,000 RPM in 4th gear and we're doing 28 miles an hour. To be fair, that's how most Honda Jazzs are driven, isn't it? They're usually bought by the elderly who like to rip the clutch out of them. So on top of the bodywork, the bad tyres, the cracked lights, the odd door, the slipping clutch, the noisy gearbox, the horrendous smell, and the dirty interior, and the broken window rag. It's not that bad, is it, really? What a crock. What an absolute crock. My brakes are a bit juddery as well when we get some speed up. Yeah, there's loads of judder on the pedal. What are you all doing today on this fine sunny day? Are you driving around in a filthy Honda Jazz? I just want to get out of this immediately. Do we have a reverse gear? We do. Steering's very heavy, actually. Ugh, but gross. This is what I just never understand about people. The Honda Jazz is one of the cheapest cars to keep on the road. Slippy clutch. This really does sound like I'm a geriatric Honda Jazz driver. I'm on my way to the post office. I'm on my way to bingo. Slippy clutch, there we go, and again. Might actually struggle to get up this hill, you know. And we're struggling a bit. Come on, you can do it. There we go. The best thing about this car is the 3/4 tank of fuel. Oh, I can smell clutch. Still, it's better than the smell of the rest of the car. Sounds like we've got a canary in the back as well. We've got little squeaks. Oh dear. Right, so what should we do with this? Should we set fire to it? Should we roll it off a cliff? Should we drive it into the sea? Push it into the canal? What should we do? I've got many options. You know what I think I might do on this occasion? I might be sensible. I might take this to my mechanics and just see if there are any salvageable parts. Like, for example, one of the rear lights I can take off. One of the rear lights I can take off. There might be some other bits on it that I could pinch. Like the catalytic converter, for example. I've got a few of those stolen from Honda Jazzes over the years. Might be worth just taking that off before I weigh it in. If it will get me to my mechanics, of course. Because right now we're on a slight incline and we're struggling, I'll be honest. We're taking on water here, ladies and gents. I might do that, you know, get it to my mechanics and just see if we can pinch a few bits off it. I'll keep them in a storeroom at work, and the next time we have a Honda Jazz in that's nice, we've got some spare bits. I think we'll do that. I'm going to head to my mechanics now then, and I'm gonna have to do a drop and run, I think. I shall drop this, ask my mechanic just to get it on the ramp, and then I shall run off quickly. Oh dear. These kinds of videos are always more fun when the car's a complete dog, aren't they? This is a lesson in what not to do. Just look after your car and it will serve you well. Don't mistreat it. Don't smoke in it. Don't abuse it. Because you end up with a car like this. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to quickly run this down to my mechanics then. Which is good because it's all downhill. I say run this down to my mechanics. We'll roll this down to my mechanics. Which way are you going? It's the wrong way, sunshine. The arrows on the floor are there for a reason. It's like IKEA. They guide you out. Oh no, it's fine. I don't need your ticket. That's fine. To be fair, he was being nice. He was giving me his ticket. Right, I'll have an update for you very soon when we've pinched a few bits off this car and hopefully weighed it in. So it doesn't ruin anyone else's day. See you in a bit. Well, just as I thought, this is a uneconomical venture. But you'll be proud of me, I think, because at least I didn't get it washed before I took it to my mechanics. I always do that, and you always criticise me for it. As much as I may have wanted to, I didn't. Now, my mechanic basically laughed me out of the premises. They said with the noisy gearbox, the slipping clutch, and the condition of the rest of it, it just wasn't worth going anywhere near. And they're right. Now, in the first part of this video, I did say that I might be able to salvage some parts of this, but now I've looked around it further, I don't think there's anything there worth saving. As you can see, every panel's either scuffed, dented, orange. It's just disgusting. I was going to take things like the rear light that isn't broken, maybe the parcel shelf, but can't be bothered. I might keep this though, in case I need a nap in the office. So I think what we're going to do is repurpose this, maybe make some Coke cans out of it, bean tins. Yeah, I think we're going to scrap it. So as always, and it's been a while since I've done this, I'm going to call my favourite scrap merchants, J. Davidson, and see what they'll give me for it. In fact, that'll come in handy. Right, J. Davidson. I haven't scrapped a car for ages, and I always hate scrapping a car. I'd rather fix it, but this isn't worth fixing.
Davidson.
Hi, it's Matt at High Peak Autos. How you doing?
Yes, mate.
Could I scrap a Honda Jazz, please?
Yeah, no problem. Get your price later, mate.
Cheers. There's like 3/4 of a tank of fuel in it as well, which is annoying. If we had a hose pipe at work, I'd siphon the fuel out. I might just leave it here with the key in it.
£20, mate.
120, is that all, really?
Prices are on the drop again.
Right, okay, no worries. All right, could I book that in with you then for collection?
Tomorrow morning, mate.
Yeah, lovely. Okay then, well, this little venture, this phone call that I got from my colleague, has cost me £80. But on the bright side, I've got something to scream into. So it's not all bad, is it? They're going to collect this tomorrow morning and get it off the road because it's a disgusting piece of filth. It's a real shame. Like I say, I hate scrapping cars. I'd rather save it all. I don't like putting a healthy dog down. But this is far from a healthy dog. This has got fleas. I think even the RSPCA would run away from this. I think they'd just shoot it on sight. And I don't feel like driving to Battersea. It's a shame really because the Jazz is quite a good car. The known weak spots really are rust, as you can see on this one, and a dodgy gearbox. But apart from that, they're quite a clever little thing, and I don't mind driving them. Perhaps what I should have done with this one was maybe turn it into a pickup truck. There are rumours that one of those exists somewhere on the internet. Maybe I should have done that. Anyway, I'm itchy now from driving this car, so thank you for watching. I'm going to go and get a shower now, I think, and burn my clothes. So thank you for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the links below. And I shall see you next time. Hopefully where I make some profit and not an £80 loss. See you.